Just being gentle with myself throughout that. Like, I don't need to put so much pressure on myself while I am like working to create the life of my dreams, and while I am like aiming for this lifestyle and the situation that I want. Like, let's just like relax a little bit. Like, we don't have to be so crazy about it, basically. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Andy, and here on my corner of the interwebs, we talk about life, love, the pursuit of passion, and the pursuit of purpose. And today we're just gonna do a quick little cute, just I guess life update, chit chat. I'm gonna do my makeup, but y'all know any makeup video for me is not advice or any indication of how you should do your makeup, because baby, I'm learning, and this is part of me practicing and making sure that I practice and I just like have fun with it, whatever, just being a girl, you feel me? So before we kind of like check in with me, see where I've been, where I'm at, where I'm going, how have you been? Check in with yourself. How are you feeling? What's going on with you? Can we believe that it's October? Like, what is even going on? Time is an illusion, because what? Like, but I hope you're doing well. I hope that any goals that you have, you've been crushing them. I hope that you're feeling great. I hope that you have nothing but love and beautiful support and just like prosperity and good energy and abundance all surrounding you and within you. And I hope that you're creating it and cultivating it. And I hope you're just living a life of peace, okay? Peace. Now for me. Now on to me. Where have I been? Oh my gosh, the last time we talked, the last time we talked, we've had some chit chats in the past couple of weeks, but the last time we actually like talked, which is usually on a vlog, it was when we were in San Diego. So where I've been since San Diego, child, all over the place, but also not really. I don't know. I went to Cleveland for work for about a week, and if you don't know, Cleveland is also my hometown, so you know, work is work, but I also got to see family and stuff, which is always great, which always makes me happy. And then when I get to talking, I also get to doing stuff out of order. So I was almost about to like do my little foundation situation before I do my brows. So if you see me just like looking crazy while I'm doing this, just ignore it. Just pay attention to what I'm saying. Don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, thanks. But yeah, work is work, but it was nice being home in Cleveland and just like being able to see family. I got to hang out with my old people, you know, my main things like my dad, my poppy. Got to see my great aunt, one of my great uncles. So it was cool. It was nice. Left Cleveland, came back to Dallas for a day, and then hopped on a flight to Houston. And guess what we did in Houston, y'all? We went to Everyday People. The New York one turned me out. The New York one, I'm telling you, it was just so much fun. And my homegirl has like the same sentiments, where she's like, ever since she went to a New York Everyday People, it's hard finding a party that's like better than it. Like, or at least for her specifically, what she said is in Dallas. Like, it's hard for her to get into the Dallas party scene after experiencing that. So me just like enjoying the New York Everyday People, I was like, I want to check out the Houston one. Like, we might as well. It's right over there. Like, let's just go. So went over to the New York Everyday People, and it's just interesting seeing how like the party is a little bit different, like how it differs depending on where it is, like the region, and just the energy of the people in the party as well. But also like the venue, I guess, because like New York, it was on a rooftop at a pier or something. So it's like you have these beautiful views of the city. You have like, it's outside. There's beautiful people everywhere. Like, the sky was beautiful. It was just like the whole ambiance of it just really like contributed to how dope the party was. So then like the Houston one, it wasn't bad, but like it wasn't the New York one. Like, it wasn't the same ambiance that was given in New York. It gave more like club, because it was indoors. They had like sections kind of like aligning the perimeter of the space, which is pretty like similar to how clubs are, you know? Whereas like the New York one, they had the VIP section, but it was like off to the side. And then the whole rest of the situation was just party, like general, like everybody else. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. Like, if New York is 10 out of 10, me and my homegirl both said that the Houston one, we probably get like a 6 or 6.5. So that was cool. Also, loved the hotel that we stayed in Houston. I think it was the AC hotel. You guys know I'm like a Marriott Bonvoy girly. Like I pretty much just stick to that because I'm just trying to rack up my points on there. So it was cool. Like that one was good. I used Marriott Bonvoy when I was in Cleveland as well. Completely different experience. Completely different experience. They literally, it was horrible. Like I stayed at the Westin. Hate that hotel. The Westin Cleveland downtown. Hate it. I could go on and tell y'all like everything that I hate about it, but I'll just let you know I hate it because we ain't got enough time for all of that. It was literally just like an issue. Poor customer service, disorganization, dirty, like from the day I got there, and I had to stay there for 5 days. So yeah, if you ever find yourself in Cleveland downtown area, just don't stay at the Westin. Stay damn near anywhere else. I've stayed at like every other hotel in that vicinity. Down there is like that St. Clair East 9th area, I think, like kind of in that vicinity. Every other hotel over there is bomb, pretty much. It's good, but the Westin, no. Anyways, back to Houston. Oh yeah, only stayed in Houston for that. Like flew to Houston that Sunday, went to the party Sunday night, flew out of Houston back to Dallas on Monday, and I've just been like back in Dallas since then. And thankfully, I don't have to go nowhere else for a while. And it feels weird being like, oh, thank God I don't gotta go nowhere. But I really am just like excited to just be in my house, just like minding my business. There's some ventures and some things that I'm about to like start and focus on. So before I get into like what I'm about to focus on and what's going on and everything, yesterday went to Boiler Room. That was an experience. I feel like I had this impression of Boiler Room, and my friend did too, so I wasn't tripping, but I had this impression because basically the only, I guess, examples of the party and like what I have seen with Boiler Room, it's like a vibe. Like it has like that Zach Fox, like good music, mashups, house, like that type of vibe, but this was completely different. And I guess it depends on the DJs that they have. I don't know. But this experience, it was not what we thought it was going to be. So we went in there. It was given very much like Dance Dance Revolution, it was giving rave. Like, and we weren't properly equipped for that. Like, I feel like you gotta be in a certain zone. You gotta like consume certain situations so that you can be like in that vibe. We weren't doing that. So we weren't doing that. So it felt very like, yeah, no. So went in there, was in there for a good 15 minutes, took our pictures. So it's like, oh, we were here. Like, we're gonna definitely remember this experience. And then we bounced out and we went to this other place out here in Dallas called Double D's. If you ever find yourself in the Dallas area and you're looking for a good time out, Double D's, specifically on a Friday night, will give you that. Like, people dance, people are vibing, like it's a fun time. And that's really just been like what I am enjoying when I go out. I like being able to like mix and mingle with the people and just like dance and just like mind my business, you know? Like, I just want to have a good time and like move my body. I don't want to just be standing around with a drink just like looking at people. I don't give a fuck about people enough to just be staring at them. Like, I want to just like be immersed in another zone. That was literally last night. I'm exhausted because the person I am, no matter what time I go to bed, I'm gonna wake up between like 6 and like 8 o'clock. So of course I woke up at like 7:30 and I went to bed at like 3 because I think we left Double D's like around 2. Went back, got my car from my homegirl's house, drove back up home. So yeah, I didn't go to bed until like 3. Woke up at 7:30. But yeah, so that's where I've been. And now I kind of just want to know, like, how are y'all feeling about the fact that it's October? Like, bringing it back to that subject matter, because that's just so insane to me that it is October. Did y'all make goals for like 2024? Did you make goals? If you did, where are you at with them? How are you feeling? Like, if you're not where you want to be, what can you do to get yourself to where you want to be right now? Like, let's let's look at that. Let's look at that. And also like looking at, okay, maybe the goals that you made at the beginning of this year or like for this year have changed. Like maybe they've been replaced with other things, because that's super cool too. But then also maybe there's just some goals that you still want to get to and you just haven't gotten to them yet. What can we do to get to them? I'm asking you because that's literally like where I'm at right now. Like I had a moment to myself in September where I was like, bro, it's September. That means it's about to be October in 34 seconds. And it literally was. So in September, I like revisited just some things, some focuses, kind of looking at like, okay, there's some goals that I abandoned, like they were replaced. And then there's also some goals that I just didn't get to yet. Like what can I do to get started on them bad boys now? Because I just want to get started on them. And then like me being where I'm at now, like the travels are pretty much like on pause until November. So like I'm at home, like let's get to it. Basically like I have some focuses for this part of the year that I'm very excited to get into and focus on, just like give my time to. So just for you, again, think about those things for yourself. Like how are you feeling with your goals and where you at, and let's get to it, babes. Like let's make this life exactly what we want this life to be. Let's not be stagnant. Let's not be content if we're not happy where we're at, or like if we have a vision for our life that we want to reach and that we want to bring to fruition. Let's do what we can to bring that vision to fruition, you know? Like let's not get lazy with it. Let's step it up. So that's where I'm at, and the focuses for right now that are about to consume my entire being and I'm so excited about. Again, just in that aspect of like wanting to level up my whole situation. It comes with some education. So like I'm about to take this Google course, like one of those Google certificate courses for this topic that I'm just kind of like interested in. I just want to see like, okay, if I educate myself here more, will I actually be interested in exploring this like field or whatever. So I may talk about that a little bit more, but like for right now, I don't be knowing who be watching these, so I ain't gonna say too much. Also, getting back to learning Spanish with a tutor, because me doing this independently it's just not working. Like I don't hold myself accountable enough. I need somebody who like I'm paying for them to like teach me and I'm meeting with them every week. That's going to make me step it the fuck up, where it's like, okay, I don't want to look crazy when I meet with this person and still just like not know what the fuck I'm doing, because they gonna be looking at me like, well girl, I get paid either way, so either you're gonna like do your homework and like really get into this, like really try to learn, like what are you doing? Chaos, what are you doing? You know? So I'm gonna get back on Preply. I don't think I really told you guys about this before, but I used Preply when I did Spanish tutoring before. I did Spanish tutoring last year for 6 months and I used Preply, and my tutor was based in Spain. And I kind of like got into it because me and my mama had a trip to Spain planned. So like I started the tutoring, I believe it was April or May, and our trip was in September. So did the tutoring all the way from like April or May to September, went to Spain, and the tutoring definitely really helped. Like that's the most I've learned when it comes to like Spanish like ever, where I really stayed consistent. I met with him once a week, and then it's virtual obviously because he's in Spain, and then went to Spain and completely fell off. I was like, yeah, I'm not about to keep doing this. Like there's other things in life that I want to focus on, and like I can't keep devoting this much time to this. So then like was trying to get back on the horse of like studying it and like doing it independently, but again, it's hard doing it by yourself. Like I need somebody to hold me accountable. I need somebody giving me assignments. I need somebody who I'm gonna sit down and meet with them. And preferably I wanted to find one that it would be like face to face. Like I wanted to find someone who is like based in Dallas, but that just like didn't work out. I'm not really sure how to do that. Like I don't know how to find a tutor, like at least on a platform that I trust, because I'm sorry, I kicked the damn tripod, but at least on a platform that I trust. Like I'm not about to go on Craigslist looking for a tutor. Like I'm scared they're gonna fucking trying to learn Spanish and then I get found in a ditch somewhere. I don't know hopefully not, but like I'm not about to, like no. So I was just like, let me just get back to Preply and we'll just do it virtually. I have some trial lessons with a couple of tutors this upcoming week so that I can see which one I like best. One is based in Colombia and the other one is based in Costa Rica. So we're just gonna see like their teaching styles, like if I like their energy, if we vibe, and then I'll pick one and that will be who I will pick up my lessons with. So I'm excited about that. I also have like in my trips coming up, so like November we're going back to Seattle to see my mama for Thanksgiving. December we're going back to Cleveland to for Christmas to be with like my dad and like family up there. And then my birthday is in January. You know, that Capricorn girl, January 7th, and we have a flight booked. Don't think I'm gonna say where we're going yet for that. When I say we, I mean you and I. And then my mommy's gonna come. But I don't think I'm gonna say where yet, but just know it is a predominantly Spanish speaking place. So that's like also the motivation behind like, all right, let me get back with a tutor again, because I'm not one of those people. It's like if I go travel somewhere, I want to have some type of like idea or inkling of like the language. Like I'm not about to go over there and just be like, y'all need to, I speak English, I don't know what nobody's saying, who speak English. Like I want to be able to at least get by, and also just like open up the opportunity to like connect with the people more. Like, can you imagine how many people you may miss out on like meeting and connecting with in life because y'all just don't speak the same language? Like that, I don't know, that thought just like really gets to me, where it's like, no, like I want to at least try to learn so that I can try to, if they know a little bit of English, I know a little bit of Spanish, we can get through like having a conversation together. You might meet somebody really cool, or at the very least, you just know what the hell is going on around you, Like, people can't get one over on you because, bitch, I speak the language a little bit. Like, I know what that word means, and that's not a good word, stuff like that. So, skin and hair. My skin pissing me off still. Like, hormonal acne, booty butt cheeks. Like, booty butt cheeks. It's been pissing me off for like 5 years. I've tried everything and we're just getting back on the focus. I'm not giving up. Like, I need to figure this out because I miss my skin. I miss having clear skin. And I also want to figure out what is going on inside of me that is causing this to happen. Like, at this point, I am vegetarian. I have not eaten meat since New York. And like, I've just made so many lifestyle changes, just like on the journey of trying to figure this out, that it's like, baby, like, we got to figure this out. So in the vein of like skin and hair, I'm exploring stress management. Like I was thinking, because like stress could be the cause of acne as well. And then also my hair has been low-key like tripping. Like I got a silk press a couple weeks ago before I went to Cleveland, and was able to just like see the breakage that I've kind of had since my last silk press in like the spring. And there's been some breakage. It also could be from like getting the braids over the summer, and then but basically like I had to have trimmed an inch and a half of hair, and that's blowing me because I don't know, my hair, like I had goals for my hair, like what the girls be having, like length retention. Like I wanted my hair to be to my ass by the time I was 30. That didn't happen. So then last year I kind of like recommitted and was like, okay, like I did the hair porosity test and everything, realized my hair is low porosity, and was like, okay, let's focus on moisture retention. Like if we focus on moisture retention, we may be able to figure out, the length retention, like making sure that my hair is moisturized to avoid the like breakage and the damage that comes from it being dry and blah, blah, blah. So looking into that still, but this year also stress management, because stress could also be the cause of like breakage, and like if my hair is shedding, because I feel like it sheds so much every wash day that it's like, okay, let's just examine everything. And in me considering stress management, I kind of did realize that like I do low-key be in a state of stress. Like I've low-key made home there, and it doesn't feel how I would expect stress to feel. Like it's not like I have very like, I don't know, apparent panic attacks or anything like that, but I do experience like other feelings and like just like heightened feels, like sometimes heart palpitations, like stuff that is kind of like, and just noticing how my mind is constantly going, constantly planning, execute. Like, I don't make enough time to really just like relax. Even in my like spaces where I'm supposed to be relaxing, I'm not always doing that. Like, I'll be in yoga thinking about like what I need to do after. Sometimes when I do meditations, for the most part, I can kind of like stay present, but what is that, like 20-30 minutes at a time where it's like I'm chilling out, you know? Like, I need more opportunity for that. So just managing my stress better has become like a focus right now, where I just don't want to be so fucking worked up all the time. And while we're on the topic of that, like, make sure you check on that with yourself too, because that's something that I didn't even notice until I sat and like noticed it. Where I was like, bro, I do just be like in a state of doing too much, basically. Like, for lack of better wording, I just be doing too much, and I just need to be more cognizant of that and just give myself more opportunity to just like chill out. So make sure that you're doing that for yourself. Like, give yourself opportunity to chill out. I know I'd be on here and I'd be like, did you take your deep breaths today? Are you drinking water? Are you do a body scan and all that stuff? But for real, like, really do it. And I'm also going to hold myself accountable and making sure that I do it more often as well. I'm hoping that maybe that will point out, like, either that could be the cause of my acne and maybe my hair breakage, or it can rule it out. Like, okay, at least I know it's not stress. Like, it must be something else. But that'd be dope if it was the cause. Like, finally cracking the code on something, you know, when it comes to this acne. And even if it's not, you know, it's just a good thing to pay attention to and to work on anyway. So yeah, so focusing on stress management, just meditating more, giving myself more time to just like relax, and not putting so much pressure on myself to always need to be working on something, even though I'm about to have a lot of things that I want to work on right now. But just being gentle with myself throughout that. Like, I don't need to put so much pressure on myself while I am like working to create the life of my dreams, and while I am like aiming for this lifestyle and the situation that I want. Like, let's just like relax a little bit. Like, we don't have to be so crazy about it, basically. But yeah, also on the topic of skin, I want to try like some chemical peels this winter. So I have my first appointment with, I think she might be a dermatologist. I know she's a doctor, but I have my first like facial with a Black dermatologist esthetician this week coming up as well. Looking forward to that. I'm gonna be able to like get a facial and also just like talk to her about like my skin and my hormonal acne journey, and ask her about like the peels that she offers and that they do. I think it's like 40 minutes away from me. I think it's in DeSoto, like South Dallas, and I'm in like North Dallas area. So it's a bit of a hike, but I also drive to Arlington for the African braid shop that I go to. So it is what it is. You know, if it's good service, I'll drive for it. I don't mind that. So just exploring that, maybe doing some chemical peels this winter. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. I get very like in my head and very like insecure when it comes to like my skin journey, but I do want to like share it and be open about it, just in case like somebody else is going through it. They can kind of see like what I've done to kind of just like try to figure this out as well. And maybe like hopefully eventually when I figure it out, I can share how I figured it out and it can help someone. So we'll be sharing that skin journey. We'll be sharing the process of chemical peels and whatnot. And also just like the journey with my hair, trying to just like work on moisture retention, kind of going from braid season in the summer to this like winter time silk press slash just curls, just healthy, juicy curls, and just like working on getting that moisture and that length retention and just figuring that out. So we'll definitely be sharing the journey regarding that as well. I think that's about it, y'all. My makeup is looking crazy right now. It's just looking fucking crazy. Like, I'm learning, okay? We're practicing. Low-key, it doesn't look too bad, but I'll be feeling like that. And then sometimes I step outside and I'll be like, what's going on? So, honestly, we're gonna see. Listen, I love this lip gloss. This is Summer Fridays Vanilla Beige. Girl, let me get my influencer makeup person bag. Look at it. I hope you can see it. I hope you can see it. This is good. It smells good. It tastes good. It's delightful. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope that you are having an amazing, amazing day, an amazing, amazing life. Feel free to thumbs up this video if you liked it. Let me know if you want me to do more videos like this where we just sit down, we just catch up and just have a little chit chat about life and what's going on and whatnot, because I got plenty to talk about. I got plenty to say. Drop down in the comments. Like, let me know where you're at, how you're feeling, what you're aiming for, how you're getting there. Or if you just want to say hi, like I will always say hi back. And also if you want to make yourself at home, always feel free to make yourself at home. Feel free to subscribe. We talk about life, love, the pursuit of passion, the pursuit of purpose, all the things, all the great things, just trying to make sure that we are becoming the best version of ourselves, and also just sharing the journey, the ups and downs, the highs, the lows, all of that. So I will see y'all in the next video. Bye. I better not look fucking crazy, everything better be blending, and knowing that I need it to be, and then be blended, be blended, be blended, be blended.